Y'all ain't ready for this mother-tucking watchery because we have a Drag Race icon in the mother-tucking building all the way from Scotland, Glasgow. Scotland. We have the fabulous Lawrence Chaney.
Oh my God.
Hey, girl.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, Monet. It's great to finally meet you virtually, but you know.
I know. You know, I mean, when I heard that Bob was going to lose his voice and he wasn't going to be here, I was like, thank fucking God. We can get some real talent up in here.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I feel really bad for Bob having surgery, but it means finally they're not cutting you off. That's the good thing. Bob's not standing on any of your jokes. Anything, you get to say whatever you want. So, finally.
Lawrence, I feel so seen. You don't understand how much that makes me feel so good. Thank you. Someone gets it. Thank you, Lawrence.
Listen, I'm a big fan of both you and Bob, and I love watching your reviews and the podcast. It's just so funny, and what I love about both of you is you're so, like, honest in, like, a good way. You'll, tell it like it is when you're upset or angry at something. I love it. So I'm ready to be upset and angry about this episode of Drag Race.
Girl, without further ado, let's jump on it because this episode of Drag Race was wild. Just at the top, I'm so happy they are doing like new challenges. Like we have never seen a challenge like this on Drag Race before, so I was really excited about that.
Yeah, I'm really surprised because it's a ballsy challenge, and this is I think where the whole Willem controversy came from, because this episode was obviously for the challenge done in one day, and I think that's why people are confused. They think they've heard an episode of Drag Race was filmed in a day, and they've gone, oh well, the whole season was filmed in 7 days or whatever. They really have taken the mick with it.
I'm like, it's literally impossible to film Drag Race in 10 days. It's impossible. But now everyone is running with this, and once someone says it online, everybody on Twitter is like, well, Drag Race is only filmed in 5 days. I'm like, it gets shorter and shorter. Yesterday I heard that that Drag Race was filmed in 45 minutes. I was like, Mary, literally physically impossible.
Yeah, they got RuPaul out of Walt Disney's fridge for 45 minutes. That'll be right. That'll be fucking right.
Out of the fridge. Oh my God.
Monet, what did you think of RuPaul's outfit this week?
RuPaul's, let's get into these looks, girl. RuPaul's look, it was not my favorite RuPaul silhouette this season. The fabric wasn't my favorite either. Yeah, it was fine. I did like I will say RuPaul's face. Raven has for 3 seasons now, RuPaul's face always looks fucking immaculate, but this dress is not my favorite. What about you?
Yeah, I love Ru Ginger. I love that, like AJ and the Queen, Mary Queen of Scots, Rosé vibe. Love it. But
oh God, don't say Rosé, girl. If you say Rosé names 3 times, Bob will appear and say something about white people.
But I will say Ru's outfit literally looked like my grandma's curtains. Like, literally. And do you know the upsetting thing is, the fabric was sequined. Like, it wasn't even like literally some curtain fabric. It was sequined dress fabric. Yeah. Floral. It was... Yeah. It was the hair, amazing. Face, gorgeous.
Stunning.
The dress, burn it. Yeah.
First up, we have Vanity Milan in her Fugly swimwear. Now, here's the thing. I think this is actually a good take on Fugly. And Michelle was saying, like, it didn't work, blah, blah, blah. So here's my problem with this prompt, right? So this is Fugly. No one would wear this quilted thing and... to the beach and the hair, whatever. It's ugly. So I think she did the assignment, but Michelle was like, this is too ugly, or whatever her comment was. I was like, but that's what y'all asked for.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, what I will say is, it is like quilted, horrible, especially on like a figure hugging outfit.
Yeah.
But it's the assignment, and it was one of those outfits where it's so wrong it's right. So again, it's why this is one of those runways where it's like, how do you judge this?
Up next is Kitty Scott Claus. And again, I agree. This is ugly. I would never... Actually, but here's the thing. Okay, the face hair, yes. But I did not think that the swimsuit was that ugly. Like, I would wear a swimsuit with different animal prints on it. The peplum, yeah, it wasn't as ugly as Vanity's, in my opinion.
It kind of flattered her shape a lot.
Yeah,
and and I remember going, wow, her breastplate looks amazing, and she's taking into consideration the straps and covering the lines and stuff. And I was like, oh, but I think what Kitty did was the selling it down the runway with the fake teeth and the like Susan Boyle, all this stuff, and she definitely sold it.
And now on to Miss Scarlet Harlot. She's wearing this swimsuit made out of cats. I mean, well, cat print, and I would classify this as ugly. Sure.
I mean, it's ugly, but she looks like someone's gran who's like in a porno. Do you know what I mean? It is like. Do you not think these like shiny tits and then like this old lady wig and I mean it is ugly.
Up next was Ella Day in this piece. Now everyone was going off about these shoes, and I guess the shoes were cool. I guess I don't see what story she was telling with the shoes. Did I miss it?
I mean maybe because they have ice cream at the beach. You would eat ice cream at the beach, and it looks like a ice cream cone. But if you do look very closely, she's got the tartan print fabric, ruffles.
Oh,
from it's the same tartan fabric that she wore in the end, and I appreciate that because it's that little nod to it being like a collection rather than like a random piece. So I did like that.
Up next is Crystal Versace in this Creature from the Black Lagoon. Great. She nailed it. This is Fugly. She did the makeup. I think Crystal nailed it.
I think she nailed it, and I think the look is amazing. But I think she made her life so difficult for herself.
So
by
hard.
Gluing a bald cap. I would have done like a swimming cap. It's rubber as well, a swimming cap.
Oh, yes.
Pre-glued the stuff to that, so you don't need to, so it's like fashion.
My God.
So it's like, but I mean, that's nitpicking.
Lawrence, that's why you won the first time, girl. That's so smart. All right, let's get into these runways for the charity shop looks.
Yeah.
And right out the gate, Vanity Milan, I think she looks great. I love this dress. I love the hair with it. I hate the gloves. Why would you throw on these black gloves? I don't even think that's even an item because she has the necklace, the belt, the dress, the bracelet. Maybe the glove was the fifth thing. Oh no, the ear. I don't know. But those black gloves, I think it makes it look so tacky when it could have been a really fierce moment.
I love this dress. I think this dress on Vanity is like Zoldy for RuPaul level, like amazing. And I would be like annoyed if I saw her grab that dress in off the rack. I'd be like, you little bitch. How fucking dare you?
Kitty Scott Claus, I think she turned it. I love this look. I love how she was ripping stuff. She took the scars, wrapped it around her legs to make like the shoes look like ballerina shoes. She would want to. I think Kitty fucking nailed it.
Kitty Scott Claus looks like Mrs. Doubtfire. That is what she looks like.
If Mrs. Doubtfire was a whore.
Yeah, if she was a whore.
Next up, next Scarlet Harlot. No, she looks terrible. I don't know what is. Lawrence, maybe you can help me figure it out. I've been trying to figure out what this bitch does with her makeup. She always looks so. I always hate her makeup. Besides the one when it was the expensive one, I think she looked great. Every other time in a challenge, in a runway, and whatever, I think her makeup looks fucking terrible. This is no exception. I think she may be painting her eyebrows too light, and this dress is fucking ugly. The belt she put around is fucking ugly, and she wears weird lip color. I don't know. No, burn it. I hate this image.
the problem with her makeup, I think, is that she picks up brushes.
And speaking of hideous, fucking Ella Day. Ella Day does this thing where she wants to look like an old lady. And I don't understand. Like, I was like, girl, she looks like she always leans towards matronly. And I don't think Ella is like 27, 28, 29, something like that. Like, why does she always she always looks so old? And Miss Crystal Versace. Now, again, Crystal did her makeup change. And they read this for being too simple. It is on a simpler side. I don't think it's like Kitty Scott Claus level, but I'm not mad at it. But Bob has also posed this question. He's like, do we give Crystal a pass because she's so pretty? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm actively doing that, but I'm not mad at this look.
I am mad at her because she's beautiful.
Right.
But I think she looks gorgeous, but it's like, I don't know, there's something about wearing just like a plain color, one color. If it's like totally not ugly, like no effort to be ugly. So
you're right.
There's nothing like charity shop-esque about it. Like, I
have the same dress and they sell it at Primark. I have this dress, girl. Yeah. There's nothing charity shop about this at all. Okay, y'all, so now they have to go into their third look, and the category for that was, what was the category for that again? It was, fugly but fashion.
Let's go to the looks, baby. Let's go.
Looks. Okay, Vanity Milan, I'm going to say it. This is, in my opinion, the best she's ever looked on the show.
Yeah,
I think it's because of the concept of the look, the material it is, and I think this is the best that she's looked her entire time on Drag Race. This is great.
It's so different from like anything we've seen her wear, and I think it was like at the right time we needed to see her look like this, and she just looks really good. Her makeup's really good. Hair's cute. The dress is gorgeous.
Yeah, I think it's really great. But Kitty Scott Claus, fugly but fashion. Now I will say, y'all know again, I love my Kitty Scott Claus. This, I don't get the fashion part. It was definitely fugly, and I like the whole story, and I like the reveal and stuff like that. But in my opinion, it was not very fashion.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. Again, very Mrs. Doubtfire, so I love it. But yeah, there's no like fashion influences or like when I think of like fashion, I think of like people like Bimini who have like really unconventional silhouettes, and and it causes a reaction. When you look at a picture of someone wearing fashion, it causes a reaction, and you go, that's amazing, or you go, oh, I wouldn't wear that. It like causes I don't know, it causes a tingling feeling inside of you.
For sure. What she could have done, and I saw this, is like, what I thought in my mind, I was like, if she take this exact same thing and made it more like a Dior silhouette, like that, like a Dior skirt with the blue, and had like the top fit and had the sleeves, like, that would have been ugly but fashion. And for y'all, Jay will throw up a quick picture of what a Dior silhouette is, in case you don't know. Like that skirt down to like the mid-shin.
The pinch-in at the waist. Yeah.
That would have been ugly but fashion. That's where my mind went immediately when I saw it. I'm like, girl, why did you do that? But it was cute for her, and I guess it worked because she won the fucking challenge. So
yeah, I will say, Monet, those shoes that she is wearing are fucking hideous.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. I mean, disgusting.
Okay, let's go on to Scarlet Harlot. Now, when I was living in the UK for those 3 months, November, December, January, for Death Drop, I started to watch some EastEnders, so I get what she's doing. And again, so the fugly, yes. But again, like Kitty, I think she's missing the fashion part of this. I totally agree with you. It's definitely fugly. It's, ticking the boxes. I love the reference, but it's like a character cosplay rather than like fashion.
Yeah. It's just a bit too simple, maybe. I mean, I like the hair. I think, I like the gingery hair. But yes, it's too charactery, I think. But I think the two patterns together look hideous, and, it works for the brief.
And and the fact that Michelle likes it makes sense, because her fashion is also sometimes hideous.
Sometimes.
We're kidding. We love you, Michelle. We love Michelle. We're joking. Y'all like love to make drama. We love Michelle Visage. She's literally the best.
We do love Michelle, and we love Rue as well. Even though she was wearing an ugly dress, we love Rue.
Oh no, but, I didn't say that. I don't feel the same way. In the 90s, ads for phone sex lines could be seen everywhere, flickering on late-night cable channels and printed on the back of magazines. Girl, phone sex operators worked around the clock to fulfill fantasies. It all started with an idea from Mike Pardes, CEO and founder of American Telnet, who proudly coined himself the telephone pimp. He was joined by tech genius and co-founder Michael Self, who was known as the Bill Gates of phone sex. But it was the women behind the phones who created the close-knit yet dysfunctional family that turned American Telnet into a multi-billion-dollar company and revolutionized the sex industry. As fortunes grew, the founders were sailing lavish yachts, fueling wild drug parties, and burning through cash by the minute, and the FBI was watching their every move. Watchery and Topic Studios' new podcast, Operator, is the untold story of a company which dominated the phone sex industry until the money blinded them and it all came crashing down. Follow Operator on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or you can listen early and ad-free by subscribing to Watchery Plus in Apple Podcasts or the Watchery app.
I think the look is good for like a challenge, but maybe not for a runway.
Yeah.
Not for this runway.
Not a runway look. A challenge, sure. Runway, nah, dog.
Yeah.
With that. Elevade. Okay. I'm very curious to think. What are your thoughts about this Elevade look? I'm very curious.
Listen, so I appreciate the use of tartan. I love it. I love it. And do you know a funny thing? When I auditioned for Drag Race, in the workroom of the UK workroom, they had tartan on the walls in part of it, and they had no Scottish queens on the show. And I said in my audition tape, I said, Rue, you should really cast someone who calls it tartan and not plaid.
Yes, bitch, yes.
So I love seeing anyone wear tartan. I love it. And I think the tartan pieces are cool. It's definitely fashion. You know, it causes you to think about, it's unconventional. I love that. I fucking hate the gloves and the pant.
Yes.
This pink pant. I think the pink pant needed to be yellow or purple. And like higher cut, it's like a granny pant.
And I hated the chaps. I don't like how they fell towards the bottom. So like I like this look from excluding the panties, but from like the panties up. Like I like the one shoulder thing. I love the top, and I didn't like the gloves. But the chap situation, I think. And they were like, oh my god, this is so. I was like, Vivienne Westwood literally would never. She would fucking burn this if someone gave it to her. I was like, this is Westwood. Okay, maybe Westwood inspired, not Westwood though.
I am so over. It's not Drag Race. I am so over.
Say it, Lawrence. People saying when someone wears tartan in any shirt or whatever, they go, oh my god, it's Westwood. No, it's fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts. Yes.
I think because of the asymmetry of what she was wearing, the hair should have been asymmetric as well, or choppy, or something like that. I think it was too Barbie doll, but like a Barbie like fucked in the woods, like fucked in a field, hair everywhere. There's probably a branch and some like grass in her hair or something,
A Barbie fucked in the woods. You better work, bitch. Last but not least is Crystal. Oh my god. Crushed it. Literally the epitome of fugly but fashion.
1,000,000%. I fucking love this.
So good.
And it's so weird because when I was thinking, what would you do for fugly but fat? What would you do? That hair, this, what do they call it? Like pom poodle hair, is so that epitome of like every color, on the planet, on your head. And it is one of those like so wrong, it's right things. And she got it right. I mean, like the boots, the attention to detail, the boots, one boot has the eyes on it, the lips, it like really tickled my pussy. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was really, really, really good. So now they finished their runway looks, and Rue asks each girl who besides theirs is their favorite. And none of them say Crystal. Bitch, y'all are haters. Y'all are fucking haters. The fact that none of y'all said Crystal, y'all are a bunch of hating ass bitches because she looked the best.
I will say, I think it was amazing that Rue asked a positive question, because normally it's the who do you want to go home tonight and why. But I loved that it was like quite an uplifting one where you could be like, oh, my sister looks amazing. Loved that. I'm surprised Drew wasn't like, whose outfit is a piece of shit, whose tights smell the worst backstage, whose mother left them and should have fucking aborted them. I'm surprised he didn't say that. Well, they might have, but, cut it out.
Right.
But I loved that was the question that Rue asked. And I am shocked that no one said Crystal. I am really shocked. Because I think Rue said, what was your favourite look? Not series of looks or who was the best all in all in the runway. I would have been like, yeah, Crystal, maybe that charity shop look wasn't so good. But this look is fucking amazing. And, oh my God, amazing. But yeah, I mean, everyone just went for, who did they go for again? They
went over. Someone said Vanity. I think Kitty said Vanity. Someone said Kitty. Someone said Ella. Like they all, but no one said Scarlett. No, I think someone did say Scarlett. They all literally said each other except Crystal.
That's weird.
If I was Chris, I would have been like, my favorite one beside myself is myself. Because I'm the last one going, and none of them said me, so they're all fucking jealous. So I'm going to say me, RuPaul. Thank you so much.
Yeah, do you think, because listen, I've been contestant on Drag Race, and jealousy is real on set. Like, I got jealous of people if they won a challenge and stuff. I think the girls are intimidated by Crystal, clearly. So even if you don't like someone personally, I do believe in giving people their dues of like, you look amazing, babes. This look was phenomenal. I think someone was a bit crazy for not saying Crystal.
For sure. I think also in the back of their mind, because this at this point, this is when the psychology of the game really starts to fuck with you, and you think there are eyes in the walls, and RuPaul's and the eyes in RuPaul's pictures are following you around the workroom. That's when you start getting crazy. And I think they were like, if we say that Crystal had the best, that might edge her to win this challenge, and then that'll give her 3 wins. I think, maybe.
Oh, yes. But then, listen, that always annoys me because, like, RuPaul isn't going to listen to your opinion on, like... RuPaul's just asking a question. Like, RuPaul's not going to go, wow, I was going to give Crystal win, but actually, see, because Vanity said she's shite, I'm actually not going to let her win. Like, RuPaul's not doing that. You know?
You're right. But girl, Drag Race makes you crazy.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It makes you crazy. Sorry, let me fix these little hairs right here. Okay. Congratulations. Finally, Kitty Scott Claus wins a challenge. She gets her repeater badge. I am so happy for Kitty. Full disclaimer, again, she's I want her to win so bad. I fucking love her. I think she's so funny. I think she's been such a joy to watch this entire season, and having her win this challenge and finally having a repeater badge, putting her in a real shot at winning, I'm very happy for her.
I loved seeing how happy she was and shocked as well. She was like, oh my God. It just reminds me so much of me, because whenever Rue said, oh, Lawrence, you're the winner of this challenge, I did not think I would win challenges or anything. So it's just so nice to see someone not be cocky and just be so happy in the moment. And she's so funny. I think she turned it this week. I think really turned it.
She's done it a lot. And there were other ones I thought she should have won that she hasn't. So, I mean, I think I'm very happy for her, for sure.
Yeah.
And then the bottom 2 queens are Scarlett Harlot and Vanity Milan, and rightfully so. I mean, all in all, is it okay? Do you agree with the bottom 2 queens, or is there anyone you would swap out?
No, I mean, I totally agree. Yeah. Totally agree. I think I agree with something Michelle said. Michelle was like, "Oh, I love that you've stepped it up. I just think it might be a bit too late. And I was like, yeah, we're at like episode 705 or whatever. Like, you need to get it going, you know?
Yeah, I think it might be a little too late for Vanity. Even though I don't think she did poorly this episode. I definitely think Scarlett was the worst of the night in like her looks.
Yeah.
But but Vanity, I think it's only 5 girls left, and everyone is doing a pretty good job. So you kind of like fucked a little.
What did you think, Monet, of, you know, in Untucked there was that drama of Scarlett on the main stage said, what was it? She
Anubis.
said, "Oh my God, you look like Anubis." Anyway, Kitty, you look amazing. She said that, and I was shocked because I thought she was going to say, "Oh, even though she looks like Anubis." Oh, I love, you know, she looks amazing. I thought she would say something like that about Crystal. But then she just went, "Oh my God, Crystal, you look fucking crazy and you look like Anubis." Anyway, Kitty was the best. I was shocked. And what do you think of, so Crystal was very like upset or offended by that. What do you make of that? I mean, would you be offended? What do you think?
Well, you know, now that you broke it down like that, I could see why Crystal was upset. But I remember watching it, I was like, Crystal is not that big of a deal. She just said you look like Anubis. Like Anubis, and to be fair, the hair was very similar to what Anubis wore episode 1. So I was very confused as to why she was so upset. But I think Crystal was more upset that she just like what you said. She's like, "Oh, you look like Anubis." Anyway, this piece of shit on the floor was the best look tonight. Yeah. So I think that's why she was upset about it, and now that's connecting for me. But watching the episode, I was like, Crystal, you are too up in your feelings. It's not that deep. Calm down. Yeah. You're wearing similar Anubis hair. But I think, do you think Scarlett was being shady by doing that? Or she was trying to be the funny girl? Yuck, 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 RuPaul. She looks like Anubis. I think she's trying to be the funny girl.
Yeah, I think we've clearly found out, you know, from the conversation Scarlett had at the beginning of the episode and the fallout, she is thinking she's like the funny one that makes Ru laugh. And she did make RuPaul laugh and has as Macaulay Culkin, all that stuff. But I know from making RuPaul laugh, there is a time and a place for it. Yes. And just before you're about to get eliminated, I maybe wouldn't dice with death. You know, I do think Crystal was overly offended, you know, because she didn't say you look like the worst fucking piece of shit, but she just said that you look like a drag queen from our season. You know, it wasn't that deep. But I listen, I've gone crazy at Drag Race, so I get why Crystal might be in her feelings. So I get it.
So the bottom two are Scarlett and Vanity. And bitch, Vanity gave the best lip sync of the season. So fucking good.
I would even say, bar like Tace's performances on my season, I think Drag Race UK's lip syncs are always a bit like weaker because our culture is less about, you know, culture in the UK for drag is singing or comedy or stuff, hosting. Yeah. It's not lip syncing. So I was like gagged at Vanity's performance, and I would say it's like one of the best performances of Drag Race UK.
Of the franchise, yeah. You know what? I agree. Now, people make fun of me because I watch your season through Instagram. Like, I watched the runways and I watched like the challenges. I didn't like watch it like every week. People are like, Monet, and everyone says how your season is the best season of Drag Race UK, so I need to like watch it through and through. But
yes.
So I've seen a bunch of the lip syncs on it, and I will say, yeah, I do agree that this Vanity lip sync of the Cats one, I think, was more dramatic, and that's why people liked it so much. But this was just like a fierce. She knew every word, every breath, the fucking spins. Like, she did like a triple. I was like, bitch, you better do a fucking triple. You better do a triple Lutz on these sluts and let them have it. And I think it was really good. My only thing, I hate when bitches bust out 14 splits. I'm like, you don't need 14 splits to make the lip sync fierce. And I think she split twice too many. But the first one was really impactful because it was kind of like in slow motion. I was like, oh shit. And then she just did like 3 more. I was like, all right, too much. But it was still a really good lip sync.
I felt really bad for Scarlett because I know how much... No! That sounds so bad! But no, I felt really bad for her because you know, maybe if it was a different song, or maybe if it had gone differently on the runway, or if it was a different challenge, maybe she might have had a chance, maybe. But like, this was, there was no way.
A massacre.
From the first beat of that song, I was like, nah, there's no way.
She did the reveal. Bitch, she had a reveal. It was a rap. As soon as the downbeat, it was a rap. They even had one point, Scarlett, Vanity was doing something, and Scarlett just looks at her. She's like,
yes!
And I was like, work. And with that, we see Scarlett Harlot sash away. But Scarlett gets eliminated with a lot of pride. She's not like, her tail is not between her legs. She's not really sad. She's like, I did the thing. I'm not going to win. But like, I had a good time here. And I can respect losing gracefully.
Yeah, I think, whereas we'd seen quite a cocky side to her before, it was nice to see her be quite like, humble and like, oh, thank you so much for everything you've done for me. And that's why at the end, when she was like, you ain't my mother.
Yes, I am.
We were like, oh, that's sweet. Oh, what a lovely full circle moment. We were able to be in on the joke with her a bit more because she was just nice in that moment. And you were like, oh, it's a shame you're going, but you know, goodbye, lettuce.
Yeah. Goodbye, wet lettuce. You know, in that moment, I almost forgive her for all the rude, nasty things she did in the scene. Like, you know what? It's okay, Scarlett. Now I forgive you for all the rude, nasty things you said, bitch. I like you again.
Yeah. I mean, what a good way to go out.
Yeah, right. For sure. You ain't me mother. Yes, I am. It's really funny. Really good. And that concludes our Watchery episode with the fabulous Lawrence Chaney. Lawrence, I have had such a blast doing this with you. I mean, Jacob, can we just chop Bob for the... Oh, not my computer falling over. Hold on. Look at that karma. But Lawrence, this has been so fun. Would you come back and do another one?
Yes. Oh my God. I love both of you. And I honestly, it means so much to me to be here. I love talking shit about drag queens, so I'll be back.
Okay, perfect. Y'all, this is the current mother tucking reigning queen of the UK, and no, we're not talking about Queen Elizabeth. We're talking about motherfucking Lawrence Chaney. She's the one who
Chaney.
Let me say Lawrence Chaney.
Yes. I love it.
Bob could literally never, honey. Thank you so much for being here, Lawrence, and we will see you soon.
Thank you so much, Monet. Mwah, 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 mwah.